it is my privilege to introduce Ms. Elizabeth Paparo, class of 2025, to present this year's honorary degree recipient.
Leadership is not merely learned through study, but shaped through relationships, successes, and failures. It is here at Villanova that today's speaker and honorary degree recipient, and the title that means the most to me, my father, embrace those essential lessons. From the classrooms of Villanova University to the command decks of the U.S. Navy, Admiral Samuel Paparo exemplifies the true spirit of leadership, resilience, and service. With a foundation rooted in integrity, discipline, and a steadfast commitment to others, Admiral Paparo has navigated the complexities of military command with unwavering dedication. His distinguished career reflects the principles of strategic vision, decisive action, and uncompromising integrity, hallmarks of a Villanova leader shaped by both academic excellence and real-world experience. As Commander of the Indo-Pacific Command, Admiral Paparo oversees the protection of more than half of the Earth's surface, stretching from California to Western India, and from the North Pole to Antarctica. His area of responsibility encompasses half of the world's population, 3,000 languages, and the largest and smallest economies on the planet. With 375,000 U.S. military personnel and civilians under his leadership, he shoulders the immense responsibility of safeguarding global stability, ensuring peace, security, and free navigation across the Pacific. My father has always led with God in mind, guided by a deep sense of duty to uphold justice, protect lives, and foster diplomacy. Those who know him can attest to his unwavering commitment to mission, fairness, and humanity in leadership, qualities that have shaped his journey from Villanova to the highest echelons of military command. Throughout my life, my father has credited Villanova as the foundation for his successes. He truly bleeds blue, carrying with him the lessons learned here as he serves our nation and the world. Villanova has prepared him, and prepares all of us, to ignite meaningful change in our lives and the lives around us. Father President, for exemplifying leadership with humility, acting with compassion and care for humankind, and representing Villanova at the highest levels, it is with immense honor that I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Military Science, honoris causa, Admiral Samuel J. Paparo, Jr.
In the name of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Villanova University, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Military Science, honoris causa.
Well, I was telling Father Peter that after JRE's speech, I'm just going to head back to Hawaii. Good afternoon, Father Peter, distinguished faculty, proud family and friends, and most importantly, the exceptional graduates of the class of 2025. I'm honored to be here with you today, and I am especially mindful of your toughness. Your high school years were challenged by the COVID-19 pandemic. Chances are you didn't get very much of a high school graduation. I hope today's commencement is joyful and meaningful. You deserve that more than any other class. And our Villanova community has had a very joyful week. From the Holy Father to pioneering scientists, engineers, business leaders, government, the military, the performing arts, and of course, world-class athletes, our alma mater's graduates serve with achievement and distinction worldwide. In class of 2025, Now is your time to achieve and to lead. 38 years ago, we, my dear wife Maureen, class of '87, and I sat where you sit right now. And Villanova alumnus and legendary Marine General George B. Christ, recently laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery, stood at this podium and shared wisdom that's guided me through decades of service. The core of his advice rings out true to this day. Good intentions must be followed with decisive action. St. Augustine famously wrote, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in you." That restlessness, that drive to push beyond comfortable limits is a trait that all Villanovans inherit. And when belief translates into behavior, we unlock our community's potential. Class of '77 alumnus, His Holiness Pope Leo XIV, exemplifies St. Augustine's restless heart and his teachings. In his first papal message last week, he emphasized bridge building, unity, and community. Our community here grows stronger with Villanova's recent addition of Cabrini University and Rosemont College. Mother Cabrini, America's first saint and patron saint of immigrants, personifies our values, and likewise, Rosemont's century-long commitment to empowering students continues as part of our shared mission. And as our family expands, we honor their additive strengths. And I do want to acknowledge Father Peter's visionary leadership in leading our family, our alma mater. But before going any further, let's also show gratitude to those who guided you to this milestone, to the parents and family who sacrificed, the teachers who challenged, the coaches who inspired, and the religious leaders who nurtured faith, and every mentor who believed in you, class of 2025. You share in this also. Graduates, please join me in sharing appreciation for all those who've touched your lives. My fellow Villanovans, even now when I'm on our campus, which is frequently for Maureen and I and our children, Regina and Chris, 2017, Elizabeth, class of today, John, class of 2028. The words of our motto, Veritas, Unitas, Caritas, resonate. They remind us that our education here calls us to service. And the voices of Villanova alumni ask, what kind of community will we build? What kind of nation will we serve? Too often, America is misconstrued as a corporation, prioritizing profit and productivity over the well-being of our people. But a nation is built on enduring principles of responsibility and solidarity. Americans are not transactional. We have a loyalty to each other and to our nation that's built on affection and lasting bonds. And we are a nation committed to ideas and ideals. C.S. Lewis noted, patriotism stems from our deepest affections, family, land, and community. It's the principle and act of striving to make ourselves better. That is patriotism. So you graduate today and you get to decide who you want to be and how you want to be a part of our country and our community. Carrying forth with Veritas, Unitas, and Caritas is a great start. The first of these is Veritas. It calls us to unwavering pursuit of the truth. We cut through the hype and we think critically. What is right? What is just? Restlessness, that drive to push beyond comfortable limits, is a gift. I am a fighter pilot, and at times in my life, and I'll try to lay off the Top Gun jargon, we've all been challenging situations, alarms, warnings, cautions going off all around. And what do? You push it up and you power through. Similarly, in life, when facing headwinds and turbulent skies, the natural instinct is to pull back. Don't. That's precisely when you need to push it up, add energy, and lean into the challenge. We must embrace truth, turn into the fight, and run toward problems, not from them. Villanovans run to problems. Augustine's restless heart wasn't about mere dissatisfaction. It's about the constant pursuit of something greater than ourselves. Your generation will face complex challenges. The world needs leaders who don't shy away from the truth and push forward when others pull back. Your education, the hours you poured into your own formation, have led you to this moment right now. Unitas. Unitas, unity, is an especially fitting value as it echoes our nation's e pluribus unum. Out of many, one. How many people of many backgrounds come together to form one nation. And courage isn't limited to physical bravery in combat. True courage encompasses moral fortitude, doing what's right despite personal cost. And in my profession, in naval aviation, we have a principle called check six, watching before your jet for threats at your 6 o'clock. But the true meaning is not just checking your own six, but your wingman's too. When our wingmen are threatened, we spring into action, and helping them becomes our whole world and nothing else matters. In your life, you'll face moments when standing in solidarity requires tremendous courage. Maybe a colleague faces adversity, or your community faces division. How will you check six when it's uncomfortable? As Villanovans, I know you will. And caritas, the greatest of these, love. Not sentimentality, but willed commitment because of love. Commitment without love is mere obligation, and love without commitment will fade away. Through the years, I've learned that strategic success comes not from overwhelming force. It comes from understanding, respect, and an unwavering commitment to mission and values. And at Villanova, I learned that true leadership emerges not from positional authority, but from moral clarity and genuine service. Your mission isn't just about what you do, what we do. It's about who you become in service to others. The integration of these values, veritas, unitas, caritas, provides a framework for us to lead as practitioners. And Villanova is a school of practitioners, of doers. As I conclude, remember Augustine's words, "What I am for you terrifies me. What I am with you consoles me." Leadership is both a profound responsibility that humbles us, and it's a shared journey that inspires us. Villanovans are leaders. You, class of 2025, are leaders. Every skill you perfect, every lesson you learn, every insight you gain. For these are not meant for us alone, they're meant to be passed on. When Maureen and I graduated from these halls in 1987, we understood that our diplomas weren't just credentials. It's a commitment to something greater than ourselves. It's the Villanova oath you take at Ringmass. Through the Augustinian tradition, you've inherited centuries of wisdom. And through your Villanova education, you've gained powerful tools for leadership and for service. And you, class of 2025, are a special, special class. Forged at a time of hardship, you powered through to get to this day, stronger than ever, and now it's your turn to pass these gifts on to others. Life isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about confronting them head on. It's not about personal achievement, it's about empowering those around you. And it's not about individual success, it's about dedicating yourself to the service of others. So class of 2025, check six for each other. Push it up when challenges arise and execute your service and pass it on. The future will be shaped by those who have the courage to engage difficult questions and the wisdom to build bridges of understanding. Your class of 2025 has the capability and accordingly the responsibility to move our nation forward, not through division, but through the kind of determined, principled leadership that brings out the very best in each and every one of us. Go forth with truth, unity, and love. Class of 2025, God bless you, God bless Villanova, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.